We got a special guest today. my brother, man, Jahvon Quinerly, Jelly JQ. How you doing?
Good, man. How you doing?
And I'm good. Official practices started. So how's that been thus far?
It's been pretty well. It's going well. This team getting back in the gym. With COVID and all that, it's been a crazy experience. But I think we're ready for the season.
I was fortunate to be your teammate for a year. They unfortunately get your waiver, and I saw you came into practice, and when I told you this guy carried us to wins every practice, this dude would carry us to wins, score all 7 points and win. But the fact that you had the mental toughness to even do that for an entire year, that's crazy to me. People don't know how hard it is. You came off a year where you weren't playing, and then basically you're not playing again, but you still won't come in practice, making everybody better. Yeah. So how did you approach practice every day? Obviously, there's days where...
Bro, it's tough, bro. Not even gonna lie. The first couple of practices, I was just damn. It took a minute to process that I was not playing, bro. It was tough. It was definitely tough. But, after a while, bro, I was just man, what else do I got? It's my only option, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's fine.
What? I can't quit. I went to practice every day.
Wow.
Bro, I gotta get mine some way. I gotta prepare some way. I also want to make these guys better. I had a good relationship with the coaches and all that. So, when they would tell me on scout team to be somebody, bro,
no, you beat somebody tough.
They were telling me, go get a buck. You need to be able to stop guys that can do that. So,
it delivered.
That's exactly what I go do.
I'm gonna show some practice footage on the thing. If y'all haven't seen the post and all that, I'll show some stuff on the day. This dude's crazy.
I can't believe that's still floating around social media. I posted it so long ago, bro.
Nah, because it's crazy. You shoot a 1 foot jumper. That's not even. Imagine you were imagine doing you did in practice and though. That's some crazy ass. Not being able to go to your dream school initially. How'd that affect you mentally?
It was tough. It was definitely tough because, one of my best friends, we're so close to friends, we just call each other cousins. We've been friends since we were 9, 10 years old. We always talked about going to school together. And Arizona always stuck out to me, the colors, being in Arizona, that always stuck out to me. In my 2K, my careers, bro, back in the day, I always choose Arizona. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So
it was tough, having to, retract my commitment from there and, end up going somewhere else. But, I'm a true believer, everything happens for a reason. So if I wasn't meant to go there, I wasn't meant to go there.
But then you ended up going to Nova and you played under Jay Wright for a year. Obviously that went where it went. I think I tell a lot of people all the time, I think it's all about system in college. I'm convinced it's all about system. And if it's not your system, it don't matter how good you are. Look at Oladipo, right? He played with OKC, and then the year Russell Westbrook won MVP, and then they were Westbrook has no help, so you put him on the Pacers, and now he's a superstar. Nothing changed. He's just not in the right system, right? Same thing with college. Nate Darling, who's at Delaware, he's going to lead this year. Shout out Nate. At UAB, he averaged 10 points. Right? He transfers to Delaware. He averaged 22 a game. He's going to the draft. Is he not good, or is it just the system?
Yeah.
It's the system, right? So
it's all about fit, in my opinion. So Villanova was a good experience because I already know where that question was gonna go.
Yeah,
it was a good experience. Learning from Jay Wright. A great coach. Learning from guys like Phil Booth, Eric Pascal. College of Leslie. It was a good experience. Just being in that culture because it's not a. I wouldn't say it's just not for everybody. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
So I could have transferred mid-season,
but you stuck it out.
Nah, I'm gonna stick it out. I'm not gonna quit in the middle of it. I'm gonna stick it out. At the end of the season, I'm gonna just take my time with it and just make the best decision from there. They thought I quit on the team by leaving them after my first year, but it's nah. When I didn't play it, when I got 2 DNPs, I could have dead and I'm out.
God, you stick
it out.
And you love those guys. You love Nova. People know that.
Those are my guys. And I I just felt like I would be more successful somewhere else. Because obviously the field, I felt like I didn't fit in that system. Going from, being like a role player that didn't really play a lot to like now.
Like, sound like some 2Ks, don't it?
No, it's crazy, bro. But I feel like I earned it, like in practice last year. Like, I feel like I proved myself in practice, bro.
Yeah, you did it all year. You did it
all year, going at those guys, and then being like, like Coach said, like one of the top performers in practice every day. Like, I kind of proved myself all last year. So stepping in this year was a lot easier. I mean, I still had to, go hard in practice this year, but I feel like my performance in practice last year, like it kind of, solidified myself. Like I got the trust of my teammates last year in practice, just because, how I was playing and stuff. Because I could have just said, you know what, like I'm not playing. Like it is what it is. Like I'm on the scout team, we can just lose everything. Not go hard in practice, like not run the scout actions hard.
Yeah, there's a Charlie be on people's heads. You already know I do with that stuff, but
like now I chose a different path for myself, and it's prepared me. So that's a positive.
You're taking a bigger role this year, replacing Kyra. Like, what are some things you learned last year? And obviously, I was fortunate to be y'all teammate for a year and seeing y'all go at it. So, what are like some things you guys took from each other?
Oh yeah, we went at it. We went at it a couple times. Practice crazy during the season. But just sitting down and being able to watch us see basketball, it was a good experience for me. It's something I feel like I needed to, take seriously and work on my body, learn the system, and playing against him every day obviously helped me, and Herb Jones and JP. Some high level guys I was playing against every day. Obviously, he was in practice with us. You've seen it.
Yeah.
But it was definitely good for my development. I feel like, and me stepping in, knowing the system and stuff, things like that.
And then also, so I have to ask because I know everyone's gonna be like, "Yo, talk about your Jellyfish." How did it start? Like, what was it?
It was really John and Zay. They had started it. They had came up with the name, the concept. And then us being close, kind of, because I used to play against them all the time. I used to play against Zay, Sid, Pedro. I used to play against all them. They played a Millbank.
Yeah.
And me and Ja would, be us two against, them three.
Yeah.
All the time. Every summer it had to be like at least 3-4 championship games where, it was me and Ja against. It was crazy, bro. It was crazy. We really grew up playing against each other. So.
Yeah.
But then. We was like the nicest guards in the area, so there was like, me and Dre being from Jersey. And then they added us to the group, and then Jordan Walker, and, Sid Wilson, and all them follow, Nazi, Big Jelly, and then, that's kind of how it started. And we didn't know it was going to
take off
the way it did. Just social media becoming such a big, platform for high schools and stuff. So it kind of caught us like unexpected. Like, we didn't know it was gonna do what it did. I wish we was prepared for it, bro. For real, because things would be different. We probably have like the official brand and all that. People been making bread off of us and stuff. It's crazy. People been making money off of us for how long now? Like years, bro.
But you made like y'all made a print in the game. People in my city and Raleigh doing it. It was a worldwide thing.
It really became a worldwide thing. Yeah. It's crazy to see. Like I went to Italy once.
In Nigeria.
Like I be getting DMs all the time. People from Puerto Rico, Ecuador, like
how you doing, man?
Philippines, like famous. Like
that's insane,
it's really crazy, bro. I went to Italy one time with like Zion Williamson, Romeo Langford, like. It was this event called The Path.
Yeah.
And there was dudes out there doing it. So it was just crazy, bro.
So initially at the end of Hudson Catholic, you had a great career there. So I'm sure you got Gatorade Player of the Year. So I know that's a big thing in Jersey. And that puts you right there in the ranks with Briscoe and all that.
Yeah.
So that's big. How was getting that award? I knew I was never ever gonna be good enough to get that shit in my life, but like,
I was honestly, bro, I was so surprised, bro.
To get it?
Yeah.
Oh, you're surprised though? You didn't. What you mean?
When I was a junior, I wanted over some big names. You know what I'm saying? And it was just caught me off guard. And then once I seen the list, like everyone that got it, they all in the league. I think that's when I was like wow. That's when like my eyes really opened. Like I could really
do that.
Really reach the highest level of the game if I just keep working and put the work in for real. But seeing those names, like that was a blessing. And the following year, I really thought Nazi was gonna get it, but I didn't care. Like I didn't care. I wasn't really worried about it. But then when I got it, I was like, damn, back to back, that's tough.
Yeah, that's very tough. That's very tough. So, what are some goals you have? Set. I mean, obviously, everyone there's team goals and personal, so it's like both. Because I think this year you should be one of the best guards in college basketball, in my opinion. So like
appreciate that, bro.
Yeah, I really do believe that. So what sort of some goals you got?
Well, obviously, I would just want to win an SEC championship for the school. But I don't really have any personal goals. Like my personal goal last year was just to be able to get to this point so I can play. You know what I'm saying? Like just to be able to mentally withstand all that was going on and get to this point and play in a special game again. Like that's been my goal. So that's really my goal is just to be able to hoop again, bro.
That's crazy. And then go even that's insane. Going from being like a 5-star and highly recruited and everything to being an underdog, underrated.
Nah, that's crazy, bro.
Yeah, how was that watching that whole thing unfold? How was that? How was
it's
that?
Crazy because I'll be thinking to myself about it, and I just be like, who's that happened to before? To go from obviously being a 5-star McDonald's All-American to then transferring, then not being able to play, and everyone just forgetting.
Yeah,
forgetting what got you to that point, bro.
It's crazy, man.
They think because of one situation, one situation don't go well, oh nah, he's whack now. He's just trash.
You'll see.
What? Yeah. Bro, I don't even be on social media. I don't post on Instagram like that anymore. I kind of stay away from social media now. I'll be on Twitter, but I don't be posting on Instagram like that anymore. I kind of don't really worry about social media and responding to comments and stuff.
And I see sometimes you'll go with fans, but there's gonna be a difference this time. When you go with fans, you actually when you play that team, you actually can do what you talk about. It's not gonna be a safe situation.
Yeah. But I was getting honestly, bro, because I used to reply to fans just because
nah, some of the responses.
I felt at one point people was going OD the disrespect was crazy, bro. The disrespect was crazy. So
now people
even KD and even pros be
responding.
You know what I'm saying? It's gonna happen sometime.
People
now I don't do it anymore just because it's not worth it.
Yeah,
it's a waste of time. But
hey, I mean now you can talk.
Before people say the same thing over and over, bro. Like that. I didn't play well at Nova. Bro, it's gonna happen, bro. Freshman year, it happens, bro. It happens. Not everyone has the greatest freshman year.
That's facts. What's some advice you have for a kid that looks up to you?
Young people?
Yeah. A lot of shout out Mela. It's one of my best friend, little brother. Jelly. He's from the Congo, but he's like a big fan of yours. And then I know a lot of people big fans of yours. But what's some advice you have?
Just never give up, for real. Never give up. Anything's really possible, bro. Because I didn't think I would be here. I was in 7th grade with no offers, bro. 7th, 8th grade, no offers. I'm watching people get offers left and right. Am I good enough? Next thing you know, bro, I had 25, 30 schools to choose from. This is really put the work in. You'll see your results.